Welcome everybody to Next.
Hello.
You're
Why are we
with-
all so small?
Because I picked
Atlas
the
is
wrong
huge.
orientation. Like that. There we go. Hi,
Hello.
I'm Atlas.
I'm Matt.
I'm Root Beer.
And wow, feels like I haven't seen you guys in a while.
I know, right?
Yeah, where have you been?
Well, I've had a rough few weeks.
Do tell.
Yeah, so, I'll get the less fun ones out of the way. The first one is my mom's in the hospital.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's not for, it's like dumb reasons. Like usually when you hear in the hospital, you're like, oh my God, they're on their deathbed. Or, oh my God, something catastrophic happened. It's a lot of small things, like little stuff where they're like, hey, we got to take care of like these 8 things that are really small, but together adds up to like a problem. So it's not as like sexy, for lack of a better term, for the reason for a hospital visit. Like Matt, when you got your appendix out, like that's a sexy reason, right?
Sure.
Or just like when people are like, oh my God, what happened? And you're like, her sodium is low and like some other stuff. Like it's not as easy to explain. Nice shirt, by the way, Root Beer.
Yeah, I haven't worn this on stream in a while.
Yeah, I have my Pale Moon one in a drawer somewhere that I need to go find.
Okay, my bed's a mess, but I should at least put my pants away.
I hope he's wearing pants. That's probably a good thing.
I'm not wearing pants, I'm wearing shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear.
Great. I'm not wearing pants either, but I at least have the decency to put a blanket over me. You're welcome. The other thing was I was house sitting for my brother-in-law last week, and he was in like Hawaii with his family, and they have a dog and 2 cats. And when the cat, when I left for work on Thursday morning, one of the older cat, who's like 18, was awake and breathing. And I really want to emphasize that point because when I came home, she was dead. Yeah. And it was probably going to happen sooner rather than later. But there's something.
Why did it have to happen when you were there?
Exactly. Yeah. I had to call
I understand completely.
My brother-in-law and be like, hi.
Your cat's dead.
You're probably staring at the ocean waves. Muffin's dead. Yeah. And so I you have to break it to someone, but there is no serious way to say the name Muffin. Like you can say like,
sorry, Senora Whiskers is dead.
Like Claire met her tragic end at the end of a bayonet. Jeffrey went silently in his sleep. Muffin fucking died on the kitchen counter. Sorry. So we got a cremation service to come get the cat.
Hello,
favorite boys are on. Hi, Adrian. Good to see you. To come get the cat, and on the way over, the guy texts me and he's like, "Hey, can you put the cat in a box before I get there?" So I go into the garage, and they have kids, so they order snacks in bulk, right? Like you go to Costco, you get the big thing with the little packets. So I dump out a bunch of Cheez-Its.
No.
The box has Cheez-It emblazoned on the side.
No.
And I put a dead cat in a box. And trying really, really hard to make not any jokes about Schrodinger, I give the box to the guy and be like, thanks, have a good night. And now I have all these little packets of Cheez-Its on the counter. I'm like, I can't leave these here. They're cursed now.
Where'd you eat them?
Muffin is up in cat hell or heaven, or I don't know. Cats are weird. And probably being like, I lay my essence into these leftover packets of Cheez-Its. I took them to my work, and now whenever a kid is asking for a snack and being annoying, curse Cheez-It packet. So if any of my students are watching this, if your furniture is floating, now you know why.
Like if you suddenly hear mysterious meowing.
I have a dumb cat story that's not nearly as interesting. So my cat doesn't usually go outside. Actually, the door can be opened. My cat will just look at the door and like never actually go outside.
That's
But
a good thing.
I accidentally left the door ajar the other day, and I noticed it like it was like upwind for hours. So I was like, okay, well, let's so I'm gonna go try to find the cat. I looked everywhere for this cat. Like in all of its usual hiding spots, under beds, in the closets, yada yada yada. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna just take a step outside. So I'm looking outside. I don't see the cat anywhere. I've looked everywhere inside. The cat wasn't anywhere that I saw. And then like I look for like 20 minutes. I come in like, oh my god, did this cat actually just fucking leave? And then like out of a pocket dimension, the cat just fucking jumps out, and I'm like, where were you?
It's like, gotcha. Like,
where?
Okay, when you say pocket dimension, like you like did the thing where you checked all the places, and you're like, shit, the cat's missing, and then you go back to the places you already checked, and they're there. Or like, what's
no, like just jumped out of like thin air.
It just appeared from the ether.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Like he's looking at its hidey hole, and then he turns around. The cat's just standing there chilling.
Yeah, you're like, where did you come from?
And she's like, I came from a box with Cheez-It emblazoned on the side of it. I don't think I can eat that snack for a while.
This.
Yeah. Of course he is. Of course he is. Fine.
Of course, extra toasty variety.
Yes, Cheez-Its, now endorsed by the devil. Awesome. I remember when I was in high school, I made like a custom t-shirt with my friend Graham, and I photoshopped horns on him and put like a pentagram behind him, and then it's pentagrams, like Grahams, and then under it said, "We don't sacrifice flavor." I got sent to the principal's office for that. Graham, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
I will want to say I did not know about the Cheez-It story prior to having the Cheez-Its on hand.
Sure you didn't. I don't believe you.
I just had them on hand anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And there's like other stuff that I don't want to mention here, but it's like, fuck, dude, all this stuff. Like I had a really rough day on the Thursday. So when on the day I found Muffin dead, and then when I came home and saw the dead cat, I was like, fucking really? Like that's the 8th thing on top of everything else that happened that day. I mean, great.
You know, when shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Thanks. It was nice to have a good laugh about it.
Right when you said they have kids, so they buy snacks in bulk, I knew exactly where it was going. I'm like, oh dear Lord.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I just
it could have been worse.
How could it have been worse?
I mean, I think Cheez-Its is like more respectful than like half the other snacks it could have been shoved in.
Yeah. Oh, like if I put it in a thing of pirate's booty that's going to step too far? What's the like?
You know, it could be like Gushers or Pirate's Booty.
Hi, I made an effort to skip past all of the death puns to get to Cheez-Its. I hope you respect that.
Surely there's some sort of cat-themed snack. You could have put it in a box of animal crackers.
Well, I mean, yeah, animal crackers. I mean, like, they have cat food, so, like, I couldn't find the box with the meow mix. I feel like that was just kind of... I wasn't thinking clearly. I don't know.
Oh, that's so funny. That's great. That's wonderful.
My cup runneth over these past couple of weeks.
Great, fantastic story. A+.
Thank you. I'm gonna tell it on stage too. So
that's a good one.
If you're in Koreatown, June 8th, I'm on the Laugh Riot Girl Festival. I'm just gonna plug myself now at I think 7 p.m. Watch my social media for ticket
That's
links.
what the stream is for.
Yeah, that's cool. So what have you guys been up to?
I was playing Expedition 33.
What is Expedition 33?
It is a French video game that is based on a lot of popular RPGs, like mostly Final Fantasy X, but has some like in battle, like kind of Mario RPG style mechanics.
Interesting.
Mostly has parrying, which is the most important thing. But it was pretty nice to play like a fairly short modern RPG. It's about 30 hours, which is pretty short by RPG standards. Yes. And it was really, really fun. It was really, really nice.
That's cool.
Wouldn't that be Expedition or something?
Shut
33.
Up. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, it's
worth it.
It is very French. Yeah. But I enjoyed it a lot.
Everyone's smoking.
Not so much, actually.
I'm surprised that's. I don't know. When I think video game studios, I don't think France usually, but that's pretty cool that they did that.
Ubisoft is French, but calling them a game studio is a stretch.
Okay. Yeah, apparently a bunch of these were like ex Ubisoft devs that were bored at Ubisoft.
That's really funny. That's like how Ben Stiller writing Severance was like, at an office job, I got bored and started writing a show about being in an office job. Write what you know, right?
Well, I mean, it's like it makes sense for Ubisoft because they just make the same game repeatedly.
Of course.
So I can only imagine that it's just mind-numbingly boring, just being like everything is like corporate approved, same thing over and over again.
Yeah. Right. You don't have enough pieces of flair in your
So they made this game inspired by a lot of their favorite RPGs and a few other games. And you get this very, very cool game that's not terribly long, but very I think very well told and very cool mechanically as well. So I would highly recommend checking it out. It's on Game Pass if you have that. It's everywhere.
Game Pass. Okay.
Meanwhile, I haven't done shit.
What games you playing nowadays? Still the same old?
Yeah, still the same old. Playing like a bunch of stupid gacha games. Playing, very slowly making my way through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It has not been catching me the same way that Remake did. That's
fair. That's fair. I understand.
What is the difference between Remake and Rebirth? Pardon my French.
Okay. So, go ahead.
Yeah, so like Remake, like for a while now, they've kind of been teasing a Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy VII is the classic one that everyone remembers. Came out on the some PlayStation system. I want to say PS1.
PS1.
Those graphics are too blocky to be
3-disc game on the PS1.
But, being a fairly early PS1 title, it was very formative for a lot of people in our generation.
Right.
My formative memories of it was Advent Children, which...
Remake, Rebirth.
Yeah, I think I'm slowly realizing that I'm pretty not into the Nomura storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like very whatever on Kingdom Hearts, very whatever on the remakes.
Yeah, I remember we were very interested in the remake. I think some of it is also the fact that they made Rebirth at least partially open world, which
I just stopped caring about that shit immediately.
Yeah. It's one of those, like, running through the world just started feeling tedious as soon as we got out of, like, the first city.
What, you don't like it when your chocobo gets caught on, like, a twig?
I haven't even gotten to the chocobo. I just finished the stealth minigame with the chocobo, which is, like, maybe a couple of hours into the game.
I see.
Yes, a stealth section.
I will say, it's like a single stealth minigame. It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not.
There are, like, a fair force minigames, but... I think the combat is pretty drastically improved from the first remake, because they allow you to cancel the end of the animation of your combo, which is pretty relevant defensively.
Yeah, Well, yeah, it like being open world makes sense because this is the point in the original game where the game like opens up to like the world map. Like prior to this, the game was fairly linear, which for someone like me, where my attention span is just mush these days, uh, having a linear story was generally easier for me to follow.
Gotcha.
I think my problem, like for me, I kind of bounced off. I kind of stopped caring about the open world stuff because I think it was like actively not wanting me to traverse the world. Like I was just annoyed at every time like my chocobo got caught on something. Like they want it to be like this realistic movement when like it doesn't need to be like that. They can just kind of make the chocobo do things.
Yeah,
and
I haven't
like
even
it's
gotten
just
that far yet. Just being in the open world, I'm just like,
oh, running around the open world, is even more.
Is
but
it
yeah, I was kind of like I wasn't really into it.
Where like in the 2010s, you had like almost everything being a first-person shooter, whether it was supposed to be or not. Cough, cough. BioShock Infinite. And then now, because of things like Breath of the Wild, everything is open world, whether or not it suits that game.
I mean, everything's been an open world for like a decade now.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I mean, Breath of the Wild was what, 2017? Close to a decade? Yeah.
I think my problem with, and I don't think the open world discussion is hard because like I think there are ways to do it well.
Yes.
But I think the problem with like a lot of open world games is they don't actually want you to explore anything. They just want to tell you where things are. They just want you to walk around. They just want you to spend time walking from blip on the map to the next blip on the map.
Yeah,
they don't want
like
you to
Mario
look
Kart.
for anything. They don't want you to look for anything.
Yeah.
And that's the problem I have with like a lot of the Ubisoft open world games. It was kind of like kind of something that annoyed me about Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
You
don't want to climb the 15th watchtower to unlock a tiny sliver of the map.
No, I don't. I don't want to write a 17th haiku.
Yeah.
For, I don't know, what a decoration. Like, I don't care.
Oh boy, I get to do a bamboo cutting mini game to raise my stat by 1 point.
It's just like, this isn't. What are we doing here? And it's the way it reads to me is they made this thing and they don't want you to miss it. But I think it's okay. Like if you're gonna make an open world game, you should have things that are easily missable.
Yes, and then that's what gets the conversation going because it's like, hey, I found this place, and they're like, oh shit, I didn't know that was there. Like that's kind of the point. But for a lot of game devs to then be like, hey, this cool thing that we spent, this amount of hours coding is right here. You should go here, and you're like, oh, okay, thanks.
And one of the open world games that I do really like, I look at Elden Ring, and I'm like, this game is like go to the big tree. I don't tell you.
And get there however you want, but like big trees over there.
Go there, and you're like, okay. Oh yeah, you should probably go to this castle, I guess. And my first playthrough, people were complaining about the first boss, and I had explored all of Lernia, like the second area, and I was like, what boss are people stuck on?
But that's like a sign of a good open world game is like everyone kind of has a different experience. Yeah. I think this is the first like video game discussion where I feel like I'm keeping pace with the other two. So that's
I highly like Elden Ring is a wonderful game. And now like even after I've played through Elden Ring probably 4 or 5 times,
in different ways each time, right? There you go.
The game just lets you do whatever you want. Like it's not like the game has some problems, but the game just lets you do anything you want.
I miss Fable 2.
Like it is a playground game, really. It's just like it's a fantasy sandbox game, except you have bosses to kill.
Get to it. Good luck.
It's fun. I like Elden Ring. They did a good job.
One downside of like open world games like that, where they're like, "Hey, you gotta kill this boss," and you're like, "Sorry, I'm doing this side quest where I'm finding like 80,000 butterflies or whatever the fuck," and it kind of breaks the immersion a little bit because it's like, get to it, but also like it's a game. You should be having fun with it, however you want to have fun with it.
Yeah,
That was it.
I think it's important that like side quests do not should either expose you to something different or should not be a huge hindrance to the thing you're trying to do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's like kill some monsters that are on the way to the next thing so you can get something, that's fine, right? Nobody's gonna like be mad about that. No one's gonna be mad if like, oh, here's a side quest, go into a place you wouldn't normally go to kill something, right? Or get something. That's also fine. But it's weird when the side quests are just like, here, do this really, really tedious thing that's like a place you're going to anyway, except you have to spend way longer there for no reason. That's stupid. You know? Like there's a difference from kill 5 goblins to give me 20 goblin toes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then it's always like for a piece of heart. You're like, okay,
like,
15 bear asses.
Yeah, like just say kill 5 bears. Like I don't understand. Like why does it need to be 15? Like I understand. Like if I need to kill more or want to kill more. So World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And what's funny is like World of Warcraft does this because it's trying to waste some of your time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if you want to talk about a game that really does this, talk about Black Desert Online. That game will literally be like kill 400 things. Like not just 20 like World of Warcraft or whatever, like literally 500. I've seen 3,000.
Lovely.
You want to talk about absorbing your time?
Yeah.
That's the worst one.
Yeah. Like I said, my brain is basically mush these days. Just give me like a bullshit anime plot that's compelling enough for me to keep playing the game with a really nicely decorated hallway. Like I don't need this open world bullshit anymore. Just give me the hallway.
I guess that happens with like anything, right? Enough open world games are like, fucking, I just want to know where I'm going, where I'm supposed to be going.
Well, I tend to be a very story-driven kind of player anyway, so...
Same.
Just play Expedition 33. It has a little bit of, like, overworld, but, like, it's not too much.
Yeah. Like, I can kind of stand, like, your standard RPG overworld. I just don't need to, like, be in an open world anymore, where it's like, oh, here's the, like, 20th goblin just randomly wandering around that I have to have a random encounter with.
I will say I am not pleased with people using Expedition 33 to shit on other JRPGs for no fucking reason. It's very bizarre and weird, and they should probably not do that.
Yeah.
JRPGs are great, and people should play them.
Yeah. But it's okay, the game's not woke, unless it
Except
is.
Xenoblade. Xenoblade sucks.
Okay, is a JRPG, does that refer to the fact that it came from Japan, or are there certain tropes that make it a JRPG?
A little bit of column A.
Yeah, classically column A, in a modern sense column B. So classically, the Japanese style of RPG were very turn-based. They were you just kind of like, think Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, plenty of others that they were basically like each turn your characters would select a move from a menu and perform those actions based on maybe some agility stat, maybe not, doesn't matter. And or maybe there was some defined turn order and that you would like manipulate, right? But
or if you got a speed stat or something, yeah,
and that's like kind of like counter to like Western RPGs where maybe they were like had a lot of decision making, things like, I guess you can look at things like Baldur's Gate or old Baldur's Gate, which was kind of turn based but not in the same way. Or you had the old Fallouts or something like that, right? But yeah, so they were generally kind of like more like party based, selecting actions from menu kind of thing,
right?
But
I mean, even
think
for
Dragon
Quest. Think Dragon Quest, yeah. Even for just writing too, where you have things that kind of skirt the line between one thing and another, that makes it Okay, so you have, mark it on your bingo cards. Like there's a musical called The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals, and outside of the opening song, people don't start singing until like near the end of Act 1. So yeah, like the fact that it kind of skirts that line where like it almost looks like a normal play, and then all of a sudden the brain virus, people don't start singing until near the end of the first act. So yeah, I guess a similar thing with like Xenoblade, where it's kind of a JRPG and not really. It's close.
I just am a Xenoblade hater.
Fair.
Mostly because I think the combat sucks.
It's okay. I live under a rock. I'll play anything relevant like 5 years after the fact.
Oh yeah.
I have a similar thing with pop songs where like I'll listen to a pop song from like at least 2 years ago over and over and over. And
All
then
right, but have you listened to last year's pop songs yet?
No.
Oh,
or like I'll listen to them, but they don't like get stuck on me.
I see.
It's the thing that gets stuck on me is the one that's always like, oh, it's Levitating that I'm listening to in like 2024. Okay, weird, but it's just kind of how it happens.
Speaking of which, when are we getting Dragon Quest 12?
Who knows? Tuesday stream.
Let's see. I'm really excited for Set 8. And is only a few weeks away.
No, it's not. Still like a month. We have the fucking Koro set.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Wait, is the English getting that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was excited to try like the Astrum Welstra. And then they were like, yeah, but then there's more Welstra support that's better. So don't care. That's fine. Have you guys gotten that like first like real summer day yet?
Sort of. It's San Francisco, so it's always at least a little windy. But like,
what about you, Virginia guy? Yeah. What were you gonna say, Root Beer?
But like, it's been getting like warmer the last couple of days. But that's the problem. Is like, I live in the Bay Area, so it'll be like one day it's like super sunny and really hot out, and then the next day it's like completely overcast and windy again.
I'm jealous. Yesterday, 80 degrees feels like 100 delivering the mail. I hate it. Yeah. Feels awful. What's it called? We had like our first real summerish day yesterday. And I can already feel myself becoming, Chaos Goblin Atlas.
Yeah.
When the mercury gets high, I get angry. I get crappy. And like today was pajama day at school, so I'm doing the thing with the bathrobe, and I'm like, this is not a good time to have pajama day. It's like 80 something degrees, and then up here,
pajamas.
What?
Just wear like goofy t-shirt and bunny print pants like a normal person.
I did, but the bathrobe completes the outfit,
Oh no, I think the divorced dad look is perfectly fine without the bathrobe.
What do you mean? The bathrobe is the divorced dad look. What are you talking about?
Look, just go to school in like a wife beater, shorts, and your slippers.
Oh, that kind of divorced dad. The southern divorced dad.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Exactly. Maybe next time.
Which will be next year, because this is the last like Spirit Week that we had. So, but yeah, now it's starting to get like valley hot, which is like, oh, it's 91 degrees at 6:30 p.m. Cool.
Good to know when I'll be down there in the next couple of weeks.
Fuck. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is bring shorts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't actually have any
like-
shorts for going out. Look, back when we were in UCR, I would wear jeans in 100-degree weather. I'll survive.
So did I, but it's like, I don't know, that ceiling fan's like running for his life. He's doing the best he can. I mean, I have the AC on too, but it's like not great.
Certainly trying.
Yeah. Better than our old place with the shitty wall unit, but
Yeah. Anyways, I do have Katie's permission to come over, right? I already booked my flight. It'd be real shitty to say no now.
sure.
I told you about this like 3 weeks ago.
Did you see my response?
Last thing I remember seeing was Katie said it was fun, or you were gonna ask Katie, and then I don't know if you said anything past that.
Uh-oh.
This is a weird time.
Yeah.
Hang on. Go find it. Searching. April 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So, what was going on now? Because I didn't see it.
Things. It's part of that pile that
Mhm.
I'm not talking about for like my cup runneth over.
Mm-hmm.
I'll explain later.
Yeah, but like, I don't think I can refund the stupid fucking flight.
Can't you do the thing where you reschedule it and then cancel it?
No, because it's like the cheap ass flights that you can't.
Oh no.
Fuck. How much? Whatever. We should be talking about this later.
Yeah.
All right. That's
Awkward
tragic.
conversations. Yay. We had such a high with the dead cat.
Yeah.
We need more dead cat. Wait, no, not that.
Sure. Yeah, that's totally a thing.
So,
So
how about them?
the Pope.
Oh, yeah.
The
There's a new pope.
yes.
There is a new
I
pope.
don't know. I don't know or care anything about Catholicism. So, like, literally, as soon as I found out, like, okay, so his name's Leo the 14th. He's from Chicago. He seems to be like,
Mhm.
you know, fairly pro-worker and stuff. I texted my mother-in-law, who is Catholic, and I was like, "So, what do you think?" And she was like, "Yeah, it's cool. She's happy." So I think that's a good sign because I generally like my mother-in-law. She's a cool lady.
I don't know. I'm not saying anything until something happens.
What, until JD Vance tries to kill him again?
Yeah.
That's a
Until we
normal
kill the
response
next
talking
pope.
to JD Vance, I think.
Yeah. I was like,
Mhm.
damn it. Time to enter the kingdom of heaven.
I may have had a rough couple of weeks, but I will not like the like cavalcade of self-owns that guy goes on
Mm-hmm.
always makes me feel better. Where it's like, hey, you may have found a cat corpse in your in-laws' kitchen, but at least you didn't break a trophy and then get the Pope to tell you to go fuck yourself. Like, it's never that bad.
Incredible.
So what's what you said you wanted to play set 7 stuff?
Yeah, because there's like a shitload of new cards
Right.
or new decks.
New decks that you want to play.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. My friend showed me Bov in action, and it's like, what the fuck? This does everything.
Top one.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would hit necessarily.
I mean, they hit the Varlord to 1. That's what they did.
That's what you do. Yeah.
Like Varlord to 1 doesn't even completely kill the deck. Like, it's still arguably the best deck in set 8 after the hit, but like,
Yeah.
it goes from being borderline unbeatable to only the best deck in the format.
Only the best deck, he says.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Woof. Start doing the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's good. I might just do new cards in a separate video. I need to post shit on the channel more.
It happens from time to time. We
Honestly,
life gets in the way, right?
it would probably get more views than doing it on
Yes.
stream anyways.
Correct. I think.
All right, what do you want to play? There are a bunch. How many games do you have time for?
I think like 3 at the most.
Okay.
2 to 3.
All right.
Camera.
Anything in particular you want to play against?
It is up to you completely. Look at my very messy desk. You guys can hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Do I make this shorter? Is that? Yeah, kind of. For myself. Okay. Choices are Proxy Magnolia, which meh. Silhouette Man, Welstra, Eugene, and Undercovers in the other room.
I mean, pick your poison. I'll just like pick a deck accordingly.
Okay, I guess I'll just do Welstra because trying to get used to it for when the new stuff comes. Get used to all that wackiness. Turn card sideways, turn 4, divine skill, hope to flip triggers. Yeah, pretty much.
That's correct.
That fits.
That is the Blangdmeyer experience.
Just play brain dead play. I'm surprised it's LOL Chaos saying that. I thought it would be Adrian doing the thing.
Isn't he capable of playing Bob Sagra?
Isn't he capable of playing it?
Yeah, I would assume he like bought a case.
Yeah, I think so, or at least a few boxes. He's the type of guy who just buys a lot of boxes.
Yeah, like I buy boxes for content. It just so happens that this time I bought a case because it felt worthwhile for everything in the set. I swear to God.
For one deck.
Why is it so?
I have so many decks that got like the waviness going on. I don't know if the camera's capturing that. I'm glad
Pringle
I only need
disease.
singles. What?
The Pringle disease.
Yeah, which I recently learned is like a reaction to sweat, which is gross. I'm glad I only need singles for Visor next set. It's still coping. I mean, like, I don't know. It's always nice when you
The moon
have something like halfway, or like your pet deck is halfway decent. Recently, speaking of terrible, you know how you'll like a stray cat follows you home, and now you have a cat, not a dead one, like an actual cat.
Yeah, the cat distribution system.
The cat distribution system. I'm kind of doing that with Christiana's, where it's like I just kind of have a bunch of stuff for it randomly. Mostly from the store's comments. Like the double R. It's just in the store's comments.
Sure.
I don't necessarily want to build it, but it's like, okay, I guess I'm doing this now. The moon will haunt you. Great, awesome.
Put one back.
Okay.
What are you playing over there, Rebeer?
This.
Oh,
I did buy actual Artasaria sleeves, but I didn't feel like sleeving this deck separately from everything else I have, because I do actually have to move around my staples.
That's the worst feeling.
Yep. Even or odd?
Odd.
It's a 5.
Sweets. I'll go first.
Oakley dokley.
I should not flip. Don't mirror my camera. Sorry.
It wasn't mirrored.
It wasn't mirrored?
Nope. It's still not mirrored, but you don't have
Weird,
to mess with your camera.
Okay, cool. All right, discard the Dogman.
Mm-hmm.
For this guy, Dogman goes into Soul.
Okay.
Energy charge 2. And go ahead.
Damn, this is a real banger Balatro hand. Right, skill, reveal the Artasaria, grab, order. There it is. Draw, energy 3. 8.
No guard.
Okay. Another sound system.
Damage, laser.
Okay, go ahead.
Realize my name is blocking the damage. Okay, that'll work, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, draw. Okay, I guess this is happening today. Discard another dog for this. So, Soul Blast.
Yep.
To get, speaking of Dogman, a dog. And then Dogman.
That fucking sucks.
Will go into Soul, get another 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot I have 3 from just my turn starting. Okay. Whoops. Okay, play Lou Betzlaw.
Yep.
Draw. Soul Charge. Okay. This is a very strange game. Energy Blast 3.
Mm-hmm.
Draw 1.
Yep.
10 to man.
I'll take that.
Damage. Laser.
Okay. Damage check. Oh boy, it begins.
Go ahead.
Draw. Ride. Energy. I think I just want to grab another one of this. Call. Soul charge. Counter blast. Draw. I'll take it. 10.
No guard.
Front set.
Damage, crit, card in.
Okay. I'll swing anyway. Go ahead.
Stand, draw. Let's go ditch.
Yep.
Okay. That a little closer. Okay. For the boy,
Mm-hmm.
Soul Blast. Ditch the doghouse. For a fry mix, and I just out of laser. That's pretty funny. Because I drew them all.
You
Here,
drew one, or you draw check one, damage the other.
and I got to do a little bet solve, so that's cool. Okay, and then doghouse goes into soul.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go Divine Skill.
Yep.
Put Laser and Fray. Okay. Do Fray Max retire and -5.
Yep.
And affected the laser. Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Charge 3. Okay. Let's see. Effect of. Yeah. I'll blast 7 for a draw because I have 10. So I have 3 left over.
Mm-hmm.
Blast 7, draw 1. Okay. Play the other laser like normal.
Okay.
And is very strange. So draw. Charge 3.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah. That's okay. Swing, Energy Blast 2.
Mm-hmm.
Lou Betzel for the draw.
Okay. How much?
Three.
I'm taking it.
Okay. First, front, second,
Nice.
front.
Nice front triggers.
This is such a weird hand. Like, I'll show it to you at the end.
Okay. That was it.
Yep, that's it.
Draw. Oh boy. You know, I probably don't need all three copies of this. Ride, Artisaria. Let's see. Artisaria's effect. I will play Shout and Show, because it's not like you have anything for me to lock anyways.
Yay.
Where am I putting this token? What's my fucking hand look like again? Bad. I'll put it behind Vanguard. Why not? Blast. And then draw 2. Draw 1 because I played it from hand. Draw 1 from the effect of Shout and Shadow. Okay. This sort of changes my hand a bit. Call. Soul Blast. Grab a Persona Shield. I could have done that differently. I think I'm fine. Yuika gets +5 from her own effect. This is going to get +5 when it... These both are going to get +5 when they attack.
Okay.
Do I want to do this? You're gonna wipe my board. 15.
15. So many triggers that I can guard with. 28.
Okay. This is probably wrong. 28.
33.
Okay. And the battle. Bounce this back. Soul Blast 1. Bounce this back.
Take it.
28. Make a token. 1. Good. 2.
Damage. Crit. Power Van.
All right, go ahead.
Stand. Draw.
Yep.
Okay. Strange. Persona Ride.
Yep.
Draw. Okay, I guess this is happening. Play Lubetsol.
Yeah.
Draw.
Surely you
What
will.
is?
You'll find something playable.
But I really won't, which is very much a problem. Okay, forgot to do that. Okay, I hate doing this, but call what's her name? It's Ventilcha. Blast 4.
Yep.
To operate, of all things, the Lubetsol.
Yeah, definitely saw that coming.
Jesus. Yeah. Call the Freiheit. Christ, that took way too long. Should do it. No, yeah, this is fine. Cool. Do that.
Triggers.
Counterblast.
Sounds like your hand was clogged triggers, and I haven't seen any of my goddamn triggers except for when I soul charged one of them.
Pretty much. Discard Dogman to get a Max.
Mm-hmm.
And then play the Framex.
Yep.
Dogman goes into Soul.
Yep.
Countercharge 1.
Yep.
Okay. Call another Welstra.
That's where we're at, huh?
Yep, this is where we're at. Here's 23.
23. There's been no power reduction yet, right?
No.
23, 28. I will Energy Blast 3 to draw.
Okay. Swing. This is 28 Soul Blast. For Framex, so that's -5. Counterblast, bounce this Welstra to call this.
Okay. So that's 28 to my 8.
Yes.
So. And we're retiring something with the Freischütz, right?
Yes, sorry. The Shadow Army token in the front.
Really? Interesting choice. Okay.
I'm gonna do it again, so.
Yeah. So that's 20, and then so that's matching, and then this is another 5.
Okay. Swing, Energy Blast 2. For the other one. So retire the one in the corner. And then Counterblast, bounce, call. This is 33.
I'll take this one.
33. Okay. First, second. That's what I thought.
Over trigger. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't worry, I ain't doing shit this turn. Persona Ride. Draw. How much soul do I have? All right. Well, I'll play another Shout and Shadow from my drop zone. So I get to draw a card and make a Shadow Army token.
Okay.
Okay, it's just farmhand forever. the shield. And you know what? I'll call the cat. So put these two back, add Artisaria to my hand. Alright. Well, this is 28 with a crit. Or 38 with a crit.
Crit. OT. So 63.
Nope. So no pass. One
Yeah.
heal. Power here. You're at 3 damage, so I don't heal.
Yes.
Rude.
25, 33. This is 35. That's the same number. 35.
You said the other one. They're the same.
33, 35.
Okay, I'll just take the first one. Crit power to van. Okay.
35.
23, 38.
Okay. Go ahead.
Stand. Draw. Persona Ride.
Okay.
Draw. Let's see. Let's go counter or call.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I'm gonna do? That's maybe I don't. No, I guess I do. Call. It's
Mm-hmm.
not doing the effect. And
Okay.
call.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Play this Lubetzol from hand because I can. Draw. Soul charge. Okay. Okay. Let's go swing blast 2.
Mm-hmm.
Lazor. So, pachoo. One in the front. What the person in the front row, the non-shadow army token,
Sure.
-10 in damage ping.
Yep.
33 to your 3.
That's your Vanguard, right?
Yes.
I'll take it.
Okay. First heal.
You do heal.
Heal, and then
He's
give power
He's where he double heals.
to the Freyheit because I haven't seen a single heal. Steve. And then second, no. Okay. No chicanery this time.
Yeah. Okay. Damage check. My power comes back.
All right, so you're back to 13. Okay, here's 20.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go blast 2. I will do the Freymax to do the one in the corner, and -5.
Sure. So that's 20 to my 8.
Yes.
23.
Okay. Swing. This is 15, 25. This is 33. Counterblast to do another Freymax to kill the Shadow Army in the front, and minus another 5. It's 33 to your 3.
33 to my 3, and you don't have the counterblast to call it out.
No.
Okay. So if I'm at 3, this is matching, and then this is 43.
Okay. Go ahead.
Now, how kind of you to give me things to lock. Alright. Well, or that goes to 8, goes down to 6. Lock the Freyheit, I guess. Sure. Because I think Soul is easier for you to come by. How much Soul do I have? 2. I have 2 open counterblast right now. I doubt I will be decking out faster than you, but I'm not sure. Call. Call. Do I want to do this? How's my hand looking? Jeez. I think I don't need to call this, actually. Call. Get the shield. And what the heck, we'll call the front set, too. Okay. So how do I do this? All of these are getting an extra 5. I think that makes them all like 38 or something.
Okay. Here, I'm just going to stack these so they're easier to look at.
Okay. So I tackle this unboosted. I'm still losing Vika either way. 25. 38.
33. 43.
Okay. This is also 38.
I'll take that one. Okay.
Okay. Bounce the front set to my hand, and then front set skill, bounce this to my hand. Attack. Counterblast, make 3 Shadow Army tokens.
Sexy.
This is 38 with a crit.
PG.
Okay.
This turn.
Drive check 1. Drive check 2. And my front row gets 5k.
Okay.
That was actually 43, but whatever. 30.
33.
Okay. And 45.
20. I'll take that one. No credit,
Okay.
right?
No.
Okay. Troll.
Okay. Go ahead.
Stand. Draw. Persona ride.
Yep.
Draw. Okay. Let's go this here kitty
Mm-hmm.
to put these two back up.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to do my energy from this turn. Okay. To get a set order from drop.
Yep.
Which will be the laser.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna play the laser
Okay.
to draw and get me 3 more.
Which one of this will deck out first?
Yeah, for real. Okay, what are we at here? I think that's 3, 6. I have 8.
Okay.
Okay. 8 there. Let's go. I'll blast 4 of these
Mm-hmm.
to activate one of the phrase. Kill the one in the corner, I guess, the non-Shadow Army token.
Yep.
-5. Next time I do it, it's free.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. That's 4. And that's 5. Okay. Let's go swing, counterblast 1 to operate the free one.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. The non-free one to retire the army token that's boosted and -5.
Okay. So how much is this?
This is 15, 25, 33 to your 3.
33 to my 3. I'll take this one.
You're at 5.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, 5. Swing. Blast 2.
Mm-hmm.
Do the free one. Bounce. Call.
Yep.
Here is 33. Okay. Bubble Mine.
Okay.
Girl. And 33.
33 to my...
Negative.
let's just make life easier.
Okay. End phase. Go ahead.
Yep. Cards in hand.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Okay. And you've already used 2 PGs and you put 1 in the damage, so we'll see how this goes. Not sure I'm confident in my ability to kill you this turn, so I'll just lock again. Lock the fray height.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's funny. I don't have enough different names. Actually, no, I have enough different names. What am I talking about? 30 or let's see, that's 25. That's 25 plus 15. That's 40.
40?
Yep.
43.
Okay. Same number. Choose these 4 different names. So this is also 40.
43.
Okay. And I'll bounce this back to my hand. Swing. Counterblast. I can make infinity fucking tokens.
Just call a whole board.
Yep.
Is
so
it like no, you get number of tokens based on number of set orders?
Yep. And now that I have 4, I get 10k to my front row.
Wow.
So yeah, it's 23,
PG
30,
that.
30, 48 for the crit.
Discard.
Crit.
Okay.
All effects here.
PG.
Like,
Yeah.
I can check. Shot.
Okay. I have 4 cards left in deck anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. What was this? 35. 50.
50. Dead and PG. So my damn.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
card. Let's go.
Yeah, you were right. It was like literally just a handful of triggers and not much else for like the first 5 turns of that game.
Yeah.
Very strange. Very
Yeah.
strange. Yeah.
I think there was nothing you were gonna do on your follow-up that could kill me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Artisari is the kind of deck where, like, if you let it get to turn 6, I am killing you.
Gonna call all these tokens.
Yeah. Because, like,
let me
that late in the game, you start running out of resources to, like, get rid of my board. And then
Right.
I have, like, Shout and Shadow that can make more Shadow Army tokens if I need it. And then, you know, the longer the game goes and the more sound systems I have in play, like, Artisaria scales up.
right. Let me check on my lovely wife, and then we can maybe do a game 2 of.
Yeah.
Let's see. Un moment, por favor. Talk amongst yourselves. You remember that from school?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I enjoyed this deck. It's not very good, but it is fun. And, you know, when Atlas actually gives me things to lock, I can just sort of, like, stall out the game. You know, taking a deck down from, like, 5 attacks to 3 does a lot. You're just smiling over there, Matt.
Yeah. I'm posting stupid shit somewhere.
Nice, nice. Like, I have the idea for a sketch video related to like gaming discourse, funny enough.
What the?
You know, just a quick little sketch about the like Schrodinger's woke when it comes to like people talking about games.
Mhm.
You know, like game comes out, they'll declare that it's woke or not woke, and then like 5 minutes later, something else will happen for them to flip whatever designation it has been given. I think it would be funny, but I'm also too lazy to film. Also, don't know where the heck I would upload it to, because I don't think using our main channel for that is a good idea. The algorithm doesn't like it when you mix genres, but also this is not something I would want to do like regularly, so
Where's Atlas?
he went to check on Katie.
Hmm.
I also just want to say, in regards to my Summerfest situation,
Hello.
I think my mom had booked the flight before he had actually said anything, because
Oh
she's
yeah.
just like my mom's just like that. Like she'll just want to
I got
book things right away to make sure like the flights don't get all booked out and or like get too expensive when you do it last minute.
Yeah, I got you. Hello, Shadow. How are you?
Hello. Hello, Drag Noah Shadow. We're playing some games right now. I don't know. We just did Welstra against Artasaria, where Atlas bricked really early and drew a bunch of triggers, which gave me the opportunity to go to like turn 6, where Artasaria almost definitely wins the game.
How dare you?
Yeah.
I might have to go pretty soon though.
Yeah. That's fine. We're probably, if he's up for it, if Katie's not like taking him away, we would only do like one more game anyways. And then I don't know. I like have things I want to draw, but also not that much motivation to actually do it.
September's not even summer anymore. What kind of Summerfest is in September?
Yeah. I know, right? Anyways, like if it turns out that Atlas can't host me, I will see if we can. I don't know if Adrian is still here, but at the very least, I would still team with you. I would probably just try to find my own accommodations. It's probably not that hard for me to book a hotel near the airport or near the convention center if it comes to it. Like
Oh,
I don't love the extra expense, but I'm a fucking adult. I can just do it. You know, kind of a shame they didn't do one in NorCal this year. I'm hoping for like the actual BCS circuit, they go to Sacramento again, so it's actually within driving distance of me. But yeah. Also, do you think I should show off the Moon Man or should I play Doggos instead? What do you think, Matt?
Moonman.
Oh, why do you hate me?
Just play what you want then.
I mean, I'm doing the MBT thing where I'm just going to like play whatever sounds funny and then just like whine about it the whole time.
I heard it all.
Yeah. Well, do
yeah.
you want me to play Doggos or the Moon Man? I'm gonna complain about it the entire time, regardless.
Whatever you want. I'm gonna play my proxy doggo, and
Did you
Yeah.
also hear the part where I probably should go?
yes. And
If you need to go, you can go. We're just gonna play one more game, anyways.
Bye everyone. Enjoy your last game.
Yeah. Oh boy, you're.
you can find him on
Hey,
Twitter
Gumbus.
and Blue Sky at Williams
that
2Gs 2Cs.
Right there.
Other side.
What?
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's right there for me.
No.
Bye.
You could at least play a jankier deck if I'm gonna play a jank deck.
Well, what, Magnolia doesn't count as janky? Proxied Magnolia, no less?
That's true. Yeah, man, I wish I took the time to proxy out my order Kyrie built. But
Okay.
anyways, like if you can't, since I probably can't refund the flight, like if you can't host me for Summerfest, that's fine. I still want to go regardless. I'll just figure it out.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll explain off mic because
Yeah, that's fine.
Some stuff.
No, that's fine. But, well, can you at least reveal whether or not you can go at all, or if it's just a hosting problem?
Can go. It is a hosting problem.
Okay.
Already found a third. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Was it just going to be Adrian?
It was Adrian and my friend Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty of other people that I can put you with.
Yeah. I'm also fine just hanging out until like the free play.
Yeah, I've done that before too.
Okay.
Let me.
I don't want to impose too much. Is it possible to find someone else to host me? I will try to find accommodations either way, but like
I can ask, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the miscommunication.
Okay.
didn't
In
realize
fairness,
that
my mom is the kind of person that prepares in advance, so I'm pretty sure I booked the flight before you gave me a concrete answer.
Gotcha.
Because it just seemed like you were amenable to it.
Yeah.
Also, when did you find the third? Because when I first said I could go, it sounded like you were open to me being on your team.
When did I find the third?
Yeah.
About a week and a half ago.
Okay, I definitely told you I could go before that.
I see. Well, just because when I said like I couldn't.
Yeah.
I assumed that was it. My bad. I at the very least owe you like a team, so
Yeah.
I'll make sure to arrange that.
Anyways, I just want you to look at this fucking opening hand.
That is amazing.
7,000 fucking pigeons.
So many pigeons. Just tell me what you're playing so I can like say that to people.
Oh, I'm playing the fucking moon, man.
Moon
Okay,
Man.
this hand is still bad, but I don't know what the fuck a good hand in this deck looks like.
I don't.
This
either.
deck is bad.
Yeah.
And is it doable to build a budget Artisaria? Yes, you just play all of the cards that say Artisaria on them instead of all the generic staples. It's going to be much worse than playing all the generic staples because you get bigger numbers, but everything is also a turn slower because locked to having Artisaria. But you could do it. I might do a video for it.
That's good. You could do the thing that I do sometimes where it's like, here's the budget version, here's the non-budget version, like next to each other.
I do that all the time. It's just that time it was Vanguard Day when I did the Artisaria profile.
Right.
Anyways, roll the dice. Even or odd?
Even.
It is a 5 again.
Interesting. Okay. Are you sure those dice aren't loaded?
This time it's a 1.
I roll a 1. Fuck.
Alright. I will go first. Alright, shock of all shocks, I'm discarding the pigeon. Ride, skill, reveal Vice Ruger.
Is this a
Grab.
discard?
Hmm?
Well, is this a pigeon meme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. The Moon Gate.
Totally loaded dice.
All
Yes.
right.
He's
Go
a
ahead.
gambling master. Okay. All right. Draw. As I've been playing this, I've been quite enjoying it how it is now, but let's see how it goes. Discard the new guy. Forgot his name. The one that goes into soul, lets you draw.
He's using a proxy Gesic against my deck that has no proxies. Can you believe this shit? Nah.
I have a blazing middle finger for you. Let's see. So draw, and then I'm at 3 and swing for 8.
I'll take it.
New Magnolia.
Surely I will just heal. Oh, come on.
I should just start calling it Daddy Mag because it is Magnolia Patriarch.
The Magnolia Patriarchy.
I was under the impression that Magnolia was a girl for whatever reason.
I guess it's because the character that plays it is a girl, so you just assume. Anyways, I can't believe you would assume Magnolia's gender like that. Surprise,
I would-
surprise, I'm discarding another fucking bird.
I was gonna say then that makes Magnolia a trans icon, which is pretty cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll add the wolf to my hand and put the bird in the order zone. I think I can probably afford to do it. Anyways, get ready for me to shuffle a million fucking times. I'm gonna activate the Moon Gate. I guess this deck is not as bad as Argo Siren in terms of having to shuffle 15 million times. 5, 6, 7. Surprise, surprise, calling a bird. God, I still can't believe this deck is actually just 7,000 fucking pigeons. And I'll call the wolf. And I'll call a bubble mine. 10?
10. Yeah, I'll take that one. Damage.
Okay.
What's his face? Ntex.
6.
Yeah.
Also 10.
Yeah, that's fine.
Vice Ruger.
Damage. Pineapple Cat. Godbreak.
Alright, so when it attacks, if I have a Moon Gate in the order zone, he gets 5k, and I'll get Counterblast to draw a card. This is 23.
Wow. Wow, that's actually kind of a problem. Take that. It's you. Okay?
Bubble Mine. Go ahead.
Jeez. I had like the perfect hand for that to not be effective against you. Cool. Discard Alpin.
Yep.
Grade 2. Effect of Claris. Is it reveal or just check? Look. Yeah, check. 1, 2, 3. And then I can call one and discard the rest. I'll call the Galadote and ditch the other two. And I'll play Mythiarch Habitat.
Mm-hmm.
Check top 7. Get the Cyril. Cyril's effect. When called from hand or deck, I have a Sylvanhorn Beast Vanguard. I can Soul Blast. Check top 3. 5, sorry. Look for a Magnolia. No dice. What sort of wackiness can I do? Let's go. Do I need a Magnolia Vanguard? Nope. Sylvanhorn Beast. Very cool. Call the Banished Body. Counterblast. And Soul Blast. Call a Sylvanhorn Beast for every 2 grades of my Vanguard.
Okay.
So new guy.
Sure.
Let's go for 10.
I'll intercept with the bird.
10.
I'll take that one.
PG.
Only bird
And
five.
plus 5k, 23.
23. This is 25.
Go ahead.
Okay. Stand and draw. Funny enough, I'm out of birds to discard. Vice Ruger. How many fucking birds are out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I was playing 14 of them, so I should still have like 9 in the deck. Alright. I can activate the Moon Gate without paying the cost. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, come on. 7. Alright. This was an interesting top deck. And then we'll just activate the Moon Gate the second time. My hand kind of sucks, but that is just the experience of this deck, honestly. Surely I can find a second stupid fucking bird. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Okay, I did find a second stupid fucking bird, but my order zone is looking very dire right now. That's not good. Do I have to play the... am I, like, stuck playing the order because I couldn't build a board? I don't think I want to, though. God, this deck is so fucking bad. I think I just live with it. 10. You good there?
Yeah. How much?
10.
10. Intercept.
Yeah. Counterblast. Call the bird. This is 18, and I get 5
No.
in my front row.
No guard.
1 crit. Crit. I think I go power here.
Okay.
Second check. Crit. Power here.
First, Meg. Second, Sterile.
Oh,
Third.
right. You're at 3 damage.
Yes. And that's it.
All
had,
right.
I had a hand, like, I got that second PG,
Yeah.
but I was like, want to keep them. I had the front. I figured I'd be okay.
Yeah. Okay, in fairness, when I looked at my top 7 cards every time, it was like all triggers.
Oof.
I did show
Wait,
you one
you-
of them. That was just like 5 triggers and then 2 copies of Vice Ruger.
I like how I had the hubris to say, I really like how the deck's coming along. And then immediately get my brains blown out. Awesome.
Okay. You know, I kind of figured you would have guarded one of the smaller attacks, but I guess you didn't know that this column was going to be 23 and beat over a trigger.
Correct. That is what I did not realize would happen. So
Yeah.
that was completely my bad. I think I'm just dumber in like the games we play because it's hard to like understand the gravity of what's going on when I'm not here.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, have you played against Moon Man that much?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So yeah,
Not
I
a
think
lot of
part
people
it
in
was
my-
knowing the deck. I don't think very many people do the play where they call Wolf plus Bobo Mine early.
Yeah. And like there's one guy in my locals who plays it. Everyone else is like, I'm picking up Moon Man. I'm like, are you playing it? They're like, I'm selling it. Okay.
Yeah. Is the one person Rice?
Okay, 1.5.
Because he literally just said earlier in the thread that
Yeah,
he's been
I know.
playing Moon Man.
I know, but he doesn't come around often enough for that to like fit, right? So yeah. Cool. I hope everybody enjoyed our
Little exhibition games.
our little exhibition games and the dead cat or for whatever it was.
Yeah.
When you were talking about your sketch and
Yeah.
the sketch idea, and I was like, please tell me a dead cat is not involved in the sketch.
Okay.
But I was in the living room and I was like, fucking, I can't unmute from where I was.
Yeah. No, that's the gamer one. The problem is like I don't want to post it to the main channel because YouTube doesn't like it when you like change genres like that.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
And like I'm not uploading it to my YouTube channel because I'm not doing this stupid ass bit more than once. I don't have that
Yeah.
many good ideas.
Now, I do a lot of sketches on my channel,
Mhm.
so I don't know. I'm not really sure if that all fits. Like, it depends on how vulgar it is.
Probably not that vulgar.
Yeah, because like most of my sketches are like PG, possibly
Mhm.
PG-13.
Yeah. I mean, I might say the phrase sexy lady at least once. How do you feel about that?
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
And then let's see. I'll talk about the rest
Okay.
off mic. But thanks everybody for watching, listening. If you enjoyed the show, want to help us out, patreon.com/Nexus at Night helps us, and it's like $5 a month, and you can hang out in our Discord with us. 50cards.shop/ with the promo code at night, get 5% off. I found out that's still working, so that's cool.
Okay.
You can follow us at Nexus at Night
In hell.
Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, we're everywhere.
I swear I'll start posting to Blue Sky one of these days.
I do it from time to time. It's yeah.
Like, I only just started remembering to post videos, and since we didn't do a new card segment, since we wanted time for the games, I'll just record a new card segment to like actually upload videos.
Cool.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Great. So thanks everybody for listening. There was all that, and then you can follow Matt at Widums 2Gs 2Zs. I know he did that before he left, but thought I'd do it again. On Instagram, on Twitter or Blue Sky. You can follow me at Atlas Novak in all the places, or my other podcast, Generation Dan, every Sunday with new episodes every Friday or Saturday. It depends on how fucking hectic my week is. So cool. How about you?
You can find me at Plasma Eclipse on Twitter or at Beerus Rudicus on Blue Sky. I don't really post to either of my personal accounts these days.
Happens. So thanks everybody for watching. And
one of these days, I'm just gonna start using our like group Twitter account for Madoka posting. I mean, you're all gonna have to deal with it.
You already like named the account in your likeness, and it's like, whatever. It works for us. It doesn't bother me, and it definitely doesn't
Twitter
bother
account
Matt.
In our likeness because I'm the only one that uses that anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm cool with it. And you haven't done anything stupid. In fact, the opposite. So that's fine. So yeah, thanks everybody. And until next time, I was Atlas.
I'm Root Beer. Matt was here.
I like how you like saved space for him. Skylar Sisters. Okay. And have a good night, everybody.